Hello again, everybody! I'm Mr. McSquare, and welcome back to some more organic Minecraft. This is the realm of the hidden crater. And today I've got to clean up the spawn area. I've got stuff thrown out, like I got sugarcane here and bamboo over there. I've got a chest monster starting. I got to clean this up. It's only week 2, so I'm giving myself some slack. It's only my second week on this realm, but we got to clean this up and get organized. So primarily, I want to get these farms out of here and get rid of that chest monster. So to get rid of the chest monster, we're going to need some storage space. Proper storage space, not just stuff in a field. So I'm going to dig out 2 warehouses. That second warehouse over there, it's going to look like this one here. For lighting on the floor, I'm using jack-o'-lanterns. And a jack-o'-lantern with a cover makes a pretty good light source. Like so, nice and bright. But I don't want the big scary face, so we put it down in a hole and put a iron trapdoor over it, because the iron trapdoor is as close to stone as what we can get with a pallet. Each of these chambers, you can see, is huge chambers. They're 10 by 10 and as high as the pickaxe reaches, which is 7. So I dug out these giant squares and stuck double chests everywhere. And each one of these chambers is 6 by 10 for double chests, because you have to leave a little gap at the top so that they can open and close. But that's 60 a side. That's 120 a chamber. There's 3 chambers in that warehouse, and I'm going to dig this sucker out as well for double that. So that's 120 times 6. That's 720 double chests. Man, that's more space than I'm going to need for a little while. And I like having that all organized so that there's no excuse to run these chest monsters outside. Stupid chest monsters. And again, so it's just not blank stone. I'm going to put in some stone bricks to chase the perimeter of things and just dress it up. Make it look like they're intentional builds and not just holes in the wall. I also want to trim the top, as I want it to look like there's some kind of structural support happening for the next floor. And I don't know, using full blocks here, it's feeling a little bit chunky to me, but we're going to try it out and then take a look at it. Yeah, it feels a little bit thick to me. Slabs might be the way to go, because that's only half as thick. I was also thinking about building arches, but the chunks are just too blocky. And I would have had to have built the blocks outside from the wall if I wanted to make a pillar look to it. But I set it into the wall because there's limited space here. And because there's limited space, I think half slabs are going to be the way to go. Yep. Not happy with it. Not happy with it, but it's Minecraft, so I can change it. Take pride in your work, but don't be afraid to change directions. I'm also getting tired of using stone tools, so I think in the next couple episodes I gotta get an iron farm going and maybe an enchanting setup. There we go. Looks a little better. Pillar at the bottom. I don't think pillar at the bottom is going to look so good. It would look better if the stone bricks stood out from the wall, but because they're set into the wall, it's sucking up too much of my floor space. So I might just get rid of that altogether. keep it on the top, and then just reduce the bottoms. But until you try it on, you don't know if it fits. Ha! Hi! Okay, we'll half slab this. And that's way better than the full blocks. I think the top can stay, but the bottom again is... I think I might wind up removing the bottom. That's just a spot where a coal deposit was, so we'll fill that in with regular cobblestone, and then the face will use the proper blocks to match everything around it. Scaffolding. Oh, I love scaffolding. Builder's best friend. Okay, we'll chase all the sections to make it look like the entire second level is supported. And then from the second floor, there's a lot of stone we don't want because we want this to be a usable balcony overlooking the lower level. Additional shops, buildings of different types. And thankfully, our membership is growing. We're up to about 6 people that are on the realm now. But that also means there's still room for 4 more people to join us. So, again, if you're an aspiring YouTuber out there, send me a comment and we'll see about adding you to the realm. Again, this realm's only been going for about a week, so now's a good time to join. I'll clean up the cobblestone and whatnot a little bit later above, so it's all plain stone and it looks like everything's been carved out instead of patched up. And we'll wind up just adding some more trim to it. And then when we add the wooden balcony, there you can see the copper that I used is oxidizing. I want that to be fully green, and then I'll wax it afterwards. Put in birch signs. Why birch? Because it's a light colored wood and the writing is really contrasts off the light wood. If you use a dark wood and put writing on it, you hardly see the writing. That being the case, pale oak's the best, but I don't have any pale oak in this area. So I went with birch, which works just fine. See, some of it's oxidizing faster than other parts. Get it all green. And I'll still have all this. It's going to take a lot of trees to build the chests and the signs to fill this thing. But there's no rush. It's only week 1. For week 1, we got lots of space. Okay. You can see up above what it looks like with a section that is oak running right into the supported stone section, and we're going to carve that all the way around, and then we'll trim the jagged parts above the carved section. I'll show you that in a couple moments. And we'll have to cut back this the farm that's in the middle. We gotta clean this up. Clean it up nicely. Okay, I'll take you for a run upstairs and I'll show you what's been done just to square it up and trim it down. And of course there's this giant cavern here. And the possibilities are mind-boggling. And if you have any ideas yourself that you'd like to see, throw me a comment. There's lots of space to put your ideas into action. And I like challenges. So this stairwell will run all the way up to the top of the crater. Almost done here. I just have to half slab it so you don't have to jump. But it'll stop up here. This is the top of the crater. There's no need to go up to the clouds or to build height. Top of the crater is all I need. And I'll enclose it later. But for now, there's the overview of the first level and the balcony around it for the next level of housing or shops or industry, whatever we decide. That squares up nicely. The farm on the right will eventually all be gone, but for now I'm just using it for carrots and bamboo. Oxidization continues. Tons of untapped space. And then some of the farms in the future are going to require a lot of iron, so I think an iron farm is pretty high on my to-do list. Started dedicating chests to all the different kinds of wood, and then stone will be opposite of it. And then of course lots of space for other things. I think it'd be cool if the chests were different colors based off of what wood you use to make them, but that's alright. Okay. Now, I don't like the torches all over the place. We're going to clean that up. Lanterns I think look classy. And then I also like making lanterns out of pumpkins. And I'll show you what that looks like. So take a pumpkin. We'll get a set of shears. Not that. I'll just use the shears from the bee farm. Anyway, with shears, we're going to turn the pumpkins into carved pumpkins. And the carved pumpkins with a torch turns into a jack-o'-lantern. And a jack-o'-lantern, again, it's a pretty light source. And I use them in the storerooms underneath the iron trap doors as a light source to keep monsters out. But we also need to keep the monsters out from here. And it'll make a great option that is not torches. Just as good of a light source as a torch is, but a little prettier. Okay, and then to make it look like lanterns, we're going to enclose each jack-o'-lantern with oak trapdoors. We use oak because it's transparent, and we're using the oak trapdoors, and that's the real reason I made oak docks everywhere, so that the lanterns covers would match the platforms that they're on. A little bit of forethought. Just a simple little hack trick to make jack-o'-lantern lanterns. Jack-o'-lantern lanterns. Yeah, that's right. Lanterns. Okay, so pretty simple. Jack-o'-lantern down, light source. Let's get rid of the spooky face and put it behind the trapdoors. And then instead of just a glowing pumpkin sitting out on your dock, you've now got an enclosed light source lantern. The jack-o'-lantern's got a nice fiery glow to it. I like it. And then we repeat that all over the place, and I'll just add those along the entire perimeter. That's my time for today. thank you very much for joining me. I'm Mr. McSquare, and I love sharing my builds with you. So, like, subscribe, and I'll bring you some more. Bye-bye.